What's good, Commanders family? Welcome to another episode of Everything Commanders. I am your host, Dream Team Buddha. So, training camp day 9 took place today, and we were able to hear from head coach Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator Joe Witt, and offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. And they had some great things to say about their players. Also, Deebo Samuel was out there on the field, and Brandon Coleman was held out of practice today, along with a few other members on this team. Let's get into this episode.
Welcome to Everything Commanders with your host, Dream Team Buddha. Hail to the Commanders.
Okay, so listen, Commanders fans, before we get into this video, if you will, do your boy a favor. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn those bell notifications on so that way I can keep you in the know with Everything Commanders. I appreciate each and every last one of you all for all of your support. And let's continue to grow this family. Long live my brother Rico. Now let's get into this episode. All right, y'all. So listen, we got a jam-packed show for you all today. Training camp day 9, just before the guys take the road to head on out to Foxborough. Oh no, I'm sorry. To head on out to Massachusetts to do a joint practice with the New England Patriots. And we got a lot of news and notes for today. We wanted to keep an eye on Deebo Samuel coming into today. We wanted to keep an eye on Terry McLaurin coming in today, and Brandon Coleman coming into today. All right, y'all, let's get right into it. So coming off the top, Deebo Samuel was at practice today, practicing full go. That finger that he had going on, that issue that he caught the ball and it jammed his finger. It wasn't a big deal for real. He was at practice today. Brandon Coleman, however, was held out of practice today. They're going to make a decision if he's going to travel with the team. I'm assuming before the day is out, they're going to make a decision on that so he can get those valuable reps against those New England Patriots. Also, Terry McLaurin, I did not see him at rehearsal. I didn't get any reports that he came to practice, I'm sorry. But I'm pretty sure he probably was in the building. It don't even matter anyway because he ain't practicing anyway because he has not got a deal done yet. They have not reached a deal to extend Terry McLaurin. So Terry McLaurin's situation, of course, is at the forefront of our mind, but we have to push it to the back of our mind and allow the front office to do what they got to do to secure Terry McLaurin's future with the Washington Commanders. And I'm sure that his agent will do their part. Hopefully he don't keep messing it up like he been doing. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, let's get right into it. Like I said, man, it's been another great day for some of these guys that we've been looking forward to seeing that they can make a jump from year 1 to year 2. And I'm speaking of none other than Mikey Sainristil, our star cornerback, who I think he's going to do great things and continue to do great things for the Washington Commanders for years to come. He's been balling, man. He's been balling. He's been a standout throughout the duration of the entire offseason. You know, him and Trey Amos. But Mikey Sainristil, he been doing his thing, but he did not practice today. He wasn't out there today. Jordan McGee was not out there today. Javonte Jean-Baptiste wasn't out there today. Marcus Mariota wasn't out there. And last but not least, Noah Brown was not out there. Only one was injured, I believe, is Brandon Coleman. I think the rest of them, they are pretty much resting those guys or whatever the case may be. But it's no need to be alarmed. Brandon Coleman is the only one that we need to pay attention to. And he got a little soreness going on, so they're going to hold him out or whatever the case may be. It's nothing to be alarmed. 9 times out of 10, he won't be traveling to New England to actually face off against the Patriots in this preseason game. Although I would like to see him out there to get some reps, 9 times out of 10, he probably won't be out there performing with the team. So y'all just keep him in your prayers and let's pray that he recover from that injury. But anyway, today we got a Sam Cosmi update, an injury update. Sam Cosmi, week 1 is still not ruled out. It's still not ruled out. They pretty much keeping the same type of temperature that they came into the off season with. Whereas though week 1 is not ruled out. They saying he looking good. He's hitting all his markers. He's doing everything that's been asked of him as far as his rehab, and he's looking real good as far as him being back for week 1 of the regular season against the New York Giants. However, Dan Quinn does not want to commit to a certain timeline because he don't know how it's going to go. But so far, so good. Everything looks great, and that's where he left it at. We were worried coming into this practice about Deebo Samuel. I'm not too sure if, who was worried, but I know I wasn't that worried because I seen him after the practice. He came back out, he did an interview. He seemed to be fine to me yesterday, but he was out there practicing today, and he caught a pass down the seam from your boy Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing his thing. Deebo looking good, man. The coaches love Deebo Samuel. We heard from Cliff Kingsbury today. He spoke on Deebo Samuel as far as what he's been since he came to the team, and the energy he brings. And the coach actually loves Deebo Samuel. He said he looked good. He hard to guard. He said Deebo Samuel is running his routes a whole lot better. He's done everything that's been asked of and more. So Cliff Kingsbury loves Deebo Samuel. He said whether it's the inside or the outside or in the backfield, Deebo Samuel's been giving these defenders the business. Now your boy Trey Amos been locking that boy up, but that's neither here nor there. But Cliff Kingsbury loves Deebo Samuel and what he brings to the Washington Commanders. And Deebo Samuel's pretty much getting all the work right now because of Terry McLaurin not getting his deal done. So Deebo Samuel is pretty much the number 1 receiver for right now. Now when Terry come back, we already know who's gonna be the number 1 receiver. But he getting all the work in, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities to show the team that he deserves a bigger contract next year. He deserves to come back with the Commanders next year because that's what he's fighting for. He's in a contract year. Whether it's here or elsewhere, he has a whole lot to prove. Deebo Samuel will have a great year, and I hope I said his name right. Deebo Samuel will have a great year this year. I'm predicting that, and I'm banking on that, and I'm hoping all goes well. Barring any setbacks, any injuries, or anything like that, I think my guy will have a great year. Now, let's stick to the offense. Your boy Bill is looking real good. Jacoy Krosky Merritt, better known as Bill, is still out there giving the defense hell. This young man, he might be, might ain't the word. He's a diamond in the rough, Slim. Bill just might get a large amount of the carries on offense as we progress into the season. It's going to start off B-Rob, Austin Eckler, sprinkle a little bit of Bill on there. But as the season progresses, I got this guy getting a whole lot of reps. I'm looking forward to seeing him in this preseason, what he can bring to the table against some live action. Now, it's one thing to go up against a defense that already know a lot about you, and you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. It's like they really ain't trying to smack you up for real outside of Tyler Owens, because he did put a hit on Bill. But it's going to be good to see him going against the New England Patriots. Now, I know the New England Patriots ain't the best team, whatever the case may be, but each year it's a fresh start. You never know how a team going to turn out. They didn't even think the Commanders was going to be what they were going to be last year. And I'm not saying that they are us, but I'm just saying you can't sleep. It's an NFL defense. They all get paid just like we get paid. Well, the Commanders get paid, should I say, on the field. So it's an NFL team, so we shall see how it's going to turn out. And we already know they pretty much not going to play all their starters. But I just want to see Bill give these people the business in the preseason. And I'm looking forward to seeing that because he's been doing nothing short of amazing on that practice field throughout this offseason. Every chance he got at every rep he's got, he's taking full advantage of it, and he's been putting on for the team. Like I said, man, he just continues to shine. Another person that I'm looking forward to is Jalen Lane. Now, I kind of sort of guess that, he got some type of smarts with him when it comes to the football, and only to find out that he's a coach's son. So his father is a coach. That's how he's flourishing the way he is. Because it's one thing to be a good player, and it's another thing to be coachable. A lot of these players that come into the NFL that play sports, period, that they just aren't coachable, and that's why they don't succeed. That's why it's hard for them to grow from year 1 to year 2 to year 3, because they not taking well to the coaching. We have a world-class coaching staff, I believe. They have been doing a great job with the maturity, building players up from nothing to something. You know what I'm saying? It's like usually back in the day, we feel like, we draft some people, they might go to waste on this roster. They might be a Troy Apke that only did his thing on special teams, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. We might not get much use out of these players that we normally would draft, like a Shaka Toney or one of them. But now, with this staff, they are building commanders. They are drafting commanders. They are building them up to the way that we desire to play football in Washington. And with that being said, as the years go on, because they take the coaching well, we got some diamonds in the rough. Now some people that jump out to the screen off Bucks, like your boy JD5 and Mikey Sainristil. Those guys are different. But guys like Josh Connolly Jr., who's very young and raw, coach love him. He loved Jalen Lane. He loved Bill. He loved Josh Connolly Jr. Jalen Lane is a sleeper, bro. Jalen Lane, and I'm not, there's no such thing as another Terry McLaurin. But the way Jalen Lane is coming into this season, bro, he reminds me of Terry McLaurin in his first year, bro, with the Commanders, bro. The aggression that he plays with, the way he attacks the ball, the speed that he has, and how he just been sight for sore eyes out there. He reminds me of Terry McLaurin, and I'm not saying he's Terry McLaurin, because Terry McLaurin is one of a kind, one of the best, if not the best, contested catching wide receivers in the NFL. I'm not talking about Terry. I'm not coming for Terry. Terry is my favorite. Let's get that stamp. But listen, Jalen Lane, he will be something special for this team. Not only on special teams, whether it's a punt return or kick return, but I see him having a major role in the future. How fast he gets on that field, that's to be determined. We shall see as we get closer and closer to the football season and how they work him in the season. But because he takes well to coaching, I got him getting out there on that field sooner rather than later. Today, you seen a lot of Chris Moore, he's like I don't think much of Chris Moore, but he's been shining, man. He's been shining. This guy might make this roster, man. He may make. Now, last year he came in late in the season. I love the competition that we got at each position. Whether it's the wide receivers, whether it's the running backs. Hell, Cliff Kingsbury even said we might keep 5 or 6 running backs on this roster. Maybe not the 53, but you got a practice squad as well. But he loves that backfield, the running back field. In every position, whether it's the offensive line, whether it's the wide receivers, whether it's the running backs. At quarterback, we already know we got QB1 and JD5, but it's competition all over the offense. And that's not even talking about the defense. The defense, we already know they stacked. We stacked. We got hella depth on this field. We just need people to stay healthy. And it's going to take a team effort to get to the Super Bowl, because we going to the Super Bowl this year. Remember, I told you that first. But yeah, we also heard from Joe Witt. Joe Witt did not single out a certain player. Only the people that was asked about, he talked about. But he loves the defense as a whole. He loves how they have been balling as a whole, man. And that's good, man. Last year, he was pointing out certain people. He's speaking on certain people. That means when that happened, when you could pick out certain people from the bunch, then that ain't really good for real. That's only good for that individual player. But when you say the entire defense, you don't know what's what, and then you're gonna have Frankie Lou rushing the passer. Then you're gonna have Von Miller out there rushing the passer. You're gonna see a lot more Jordan McGee in there with Bobby Wagner. Just imagine, he can rush the passer too. Then you got that defensive line. They always talk about Javon Kinlaw. I mean, you know, it ain't been much talk about him. But every time they talk about how massive he is and how well he's getting off the blocks. Speaking of which, you know, somebody I want to see this preseason, I want to see Jazon Newton. I want to see what Johnny Newton do in his preseason, man, because I'm hoping for big things for him this year, man. I think that from year 1 and year 2, I want to see a jump. If I want to see him jump from year 1 to year 2, man. Now he like Coach said, he was injured last offseason. So, you know, this offseason coming in fully healthy, being able to do all the training exercises, go through all the drills, get all those valuable reps. They expect for him to make a jump this year. Like they said, he quick off the ball. That's what Coach DQ said today. He's quick off the ball, and he's good at getting at the passer. He's good at getting out to the quarterback. They're gonna play him on the inside and outside. Our whole defensive line has versatility, all the way from Dietrich Wise all the way down to Deron Payne. We have versatility along defensive line. That's why I said I love the way they are building this roster. The only missing piece is Terry McLaurin. We need him to sign that extension. That's the only missing piece. Speaking of which, let's go on over to the defensive side. Your boy Tyler Owens he may be that, I want to say, the secret weapon for the Commanders this year on defense. They are using Tyler Owens all over the field. He's continuing to get first-team reps. Now, I don't think that – you see, the way this defense and this offense run, it ain't about who's starting. Because you may start the game with the ones, and then the next play, you might be coming out. I love the way they sub in, sub out players. It's really not a thing of who started and they get to play the whole game. They do this thing as a team. They use all 53 players. They use, 6 of them, I think, sit for the game. So all 47, 48 players, however many that you can go into the game with. But they use everybody outside of the quarterback. You know, the quarterback only being used if an injury was to take place. But other than that, they using all running backs. They using all tight ends, all linemen. They rotating them. Defensive line, linebackers, safeties, corners. They rotating them. And the corners, man, I really love this cornerback room because, you know, Trey Amos picked off JD5 again today, man. It's like bittersweet because you want to see Trey Amos, beast out. But hold up, man. Why JD5 throwing all these picks, man? Hold up, man. Hold up. And they said it was a ball to he broke up a ball to Luke McCaffrey, Trey Amos. But I want to see him do that against Terry McLaurin. I want to see him break up them passes against Terry. That's why we need Terry McLaurin to sign that daggone contract. So that way he can get those valuable reps against Trey Amos. I mean, Trey Amos get the valuable reps against Terry McLaurin. That's going to be huge. So before I go, I'm looking forward to seeing Trey Amos. I'm looking forward to seeing Jalen Lane. I'm looking forward to seeing Bill, who is JCM, Jacory Krosky Merritt. I'm looking forward to seeing him. I'm looking forward to seeing Luke McCaffrey because you know he's going to get a lot of reps in the preseason. I'm looking forward to seeing Jazon Newton. I'm looking forward to seeing Jordan McGee, Tyler Owens. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys, how they going to play. And another undrafted person, or two of them, Jacory Brooks, the wide receiver, and the cornerback, Carlin Vigors. I can't wait to see these guys. I'm going to have my eye on a lot of these guys during this preseason game come this Friday. The team heads out. This is the last practice of the day, and they head out to New England on Tuesday, and then they start the joint practices on Wednesday. So this was the last practice pretty much at the training camp for real, because after this, everything is preseason games. And it's still technically training camp. They pick back up next week after that preseason game. But, yeah, that's going to do it for your boy, man. I ain't mean to talk to y'all this long. It is what it is. Do me a favor. Drop down in the comments and let me know who are you interested in seeing in these preseason games. Let me know. Name a player. If you made it to the video this far, drop down in the comments the player that you're interested in seeing. All right? That's going to do it for your boy. If you're new to the channel, And you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on that bell notification so that way I can keep you in the know with everything Commanders. Before you go, you know how I go. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Long live my brother Rico. May he rest his soul. We're going to win that Super Bowl for you this year, brother. I love you. Commanders. We out, baby.